My name is Greg Spencer. I'm the President and CEO of Randall Industries. We think the city of Pittsburgh has a long way to go that would embrace all of the citizens in a meaningful economic development effort. I think there's too many situations where our young or even our age are not being served well by this community. So from my standpoint, the community is growth needs to come from economic development and making sure all of our citizens have a fair opportunity to prosper. Well, one of my greatest contributions, I believe, is to mentor young African American men. Throughout my entire career, through corporate activities, I always was the first and only black guy. And I try to make a difference so that in each step that I've taken throughout my career to make a difference, so that I'm not the only, the one and only. And so what I do is mentor young men and try to establish a relationship where they are comfortable in having a dialogue, and I can share some of my experiences with them. That's where I think make the biggest contribution in this community. Probably my biggest problem is I have a reading disability that limits my ability to read at what people call grade level. And so what that does, and a speech impediment, what that does is give people an impression that I may not know what I'm talking about, but I need to be very careful in terms of the words I use and how I read aloud. What that takes is just a challenge to overcome, and I work hard at overcoming that. And the speech impediment won't go away. I tend to talk slower. That's a challenge I have. And reading, I have to just work a little harder to share my story, because if I have approached any symbol of success, it is because I have a responsibility back to those who provided opportunity for me, and I have to give it back to young men behind me. And so when given the opportunity to talk about that with other young black men, how could I return that?